Let me start with a confession. When most people hear the word AI agent, they imagine some kind of digital genius sitting inside a computer plotting world domination or replacing entire departments. The reality is much less scary and much more useful. Think of an AI agent like a very smart intern who has read almost the entire internet but has never worked at your company before. It knows a lot. It knows React. It knows Python. It knows marketing. It knows business strategy. But it has absolutely no idea how you do things. Today's goal is simple. I'm going to explain AI agents and skills so clearly that even if you have never written a line of code, you will walk away understanding how the smartest AI builders are actually working today. And don't worry, there will be no surprise PhD exam at the end. One of the biggest myths in AI right now is that people think the model is the problem. ChatGPT is dumb. Claude is dumb. The AI gave me garbage. Maybe. But let me ask a question. Have you ever asked a GPS for directions while giving it the wrong destination? That's exactly what most people are doing with AI. The latest models are already incredibly capable. The difference between amazing output and terrible output is often not the model, it's the context. We are not doing magic. These models are predicting tokens. They are incredibly good token predictors. But if you feed them incomplete information, they are forced to guess. And when AI guesses, that's when LinkedIn gets another motivational post written by a robot. Let's imagine the AI has a bucket. Everything the AI knows about your task gets poured into that bucket. Your conversation, your files, your code, your tools, your instructions, your skills, everything. Now, here is the problem, the bucket isn't infinite. And when the bucket gets too full, the AI starts behaving like a student who drank three energy drinks and tried to study an entire semester the night before the exam. Technically awake, practically useless. The closer the AI gets to the edge of its context window, the more likely it is to miss details, forget instructions, or make strange decisions. So, one of the biggest secrets in AI isn't about adding more information, it's deciding what not to add. Less clutter, more signal. This slide usually surprises people. Most AI tutorials tell you to create massive agent files, hundreds, sometimes thousands of lines, rules, instructions, frameworks, checklists, best practices. 95% of people don't need that. Why? Because modern models already know the common stuff. Imagine hiring Gordon Ramsay and then spending 3 hours teaching him how to boil water. That's what many people are doing to AI. The model already knows React. It already knows Python. It already knows marketing frameworks. Don't waste precious context explaining what the model already understands. Save your context space for the things that make your business unique, your process, your standards, your secret sauce. This is where things get really interesting. Skills are basically AI's version of superpowers, but they are efficient superpowers. Think of a skill like a treasure chest. The AI sees the label on the outside and it knows the chest exists, but it doesn't open it until it actually needs what's inside. That's called progressive disclosure. Instead of carrying 10 giant textbooks everywhere, the AI carries a tiny table of contents. When it needs chapter 7, it opens chapter 7. When it doesn't need chapter 7, it leaves it closed. This is brilliant because it keeps the context window clean. And a clean context window means better decisions, lower cost, and more reliable output. In AI, efficiency isn't boring. Efficiency is a competitive advantage. Now that we understand what skills are, let's compare them to the traditional approach. On the left, we have the giant Agent.md file. Thousands of lines, hundreds of rules, every single chat loads the whole thing. It's like carrying your entire library every time you leave home because you might need one page from one book. That sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud. Yet, that's exactly what many AI builders do. Now look at the right side. Skills, tiny descriptions, loaded only when needed. This is like having Google Maps instead of carrying every road atlas ever printed. The lesson here is simple. Stop explaining things the model already knows. I often see people writing instructions like you are an expert React developer. Claude knows React. GPT knows React. You are basically telling Lionel Messi how to kick a football. The value is not in generic knowledge. The value is in your unique process. And that process belongs in skills. This slide represents one of the biggest mistakes people make. They discover a workflow, get excited, open a text editor, and immediately start writing a skill. That feels productive, but it's actually backwards. Imagine trying to write a recipe before you have cooked the dish. How do you know the recipe works? You don't. AI models are incredible mimics, but they need something successful to imitate. If you have never shown the AI what success looks like, what exactly is it supposed to copy? A bad workflow? A theoretical workflow? A LinkedIn workflow? This is why so many skills fail. People document assumptions instead of documenting reality. Before writing a skill, prove the workflow works, then document it. This is probably my favorite slide because it completely changes how you think about AI. Most people treat AI like a vending machine. Insert prompt, receive answer. Get angry when answer is wrong. Instead, treat AI like a new employee. Imagine a new hire joins your company tomorrow. Do you hand them a 500-page manual and disappear? Of course not. You sit with them, show them how things work, correct mistakes, explain expectations, review their output. That's exactly how you should work with AI agents. They know general knowledge, but they don't know your standards, your customers, your workflow, your business. The fastest path to a great AI isn't better prompting, it's better onboarding. This is where the real magic begins. Take the wheel, drive the process manually. Let's say we are evaluating YouTube sponsors. You ask the AI, research this company. It comes back and says they look legitimate. You could stop there. Most people do. But instead, you say, wait, did you check Trustpilot? No. Did you check funding history? No. Did you check Reddit complaints? No. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Failure. Failure reveals the gaps. And those gaps become training data. Let them fail, not because failure is good, but because failure shows you what excellence requires. The goal isn't perfection on day one. The goal is discovering what perfection looks like. Now comes the fun part. After several rounds of correction, the AI finally gets it right. It checks all sources, follows your process, produces excellent results. This is where most people open a document and start writing instructions. Don't do that. Instead, tell the AI, review everything we just did. Now turn that into a skill. Think about how powerful that is. The AI has access to the entire successful workflow, every correction, every refinement, every lesson. Who better to document the process than the system that just executed it successfully? You are not writing theory anymore. You are capturing proven behavior. That's the difference between a skill and a wish. Now we enter the advanced level. The AI has a skill. Everything looks great. Then one day it fails. And it will fail. That's not a bug. That's reality. Most people react emotionally. Why are you so stupid? Why did you break? Wrong response. Instead, ask, why did you fail? Maybe an API changed. Maybe a data source disappeared. Maybe a new edge case appeared. Fix the problem. Then tell the AI, update the skill. This creates a feedback loop. Every failure becomes a lesson. Every lesson makes the skill stronger. Every skill update improves future performance. Over time, the system becomes dramatically more reliable, not because it never fails, but because it learns from every failure. That's a powerful distinction. I laughed when I first saw this slide because every AI community eventually develops a marketplace. Someone creates a prompt marketplace, someone creates a skill marketplace, someone sells magic templates, and suddenly everyone is downloading random AI instructions from strangers. Let's be honest. Would you download a stranger's operating manual and use it to run your company? Probably not. Yet people do exactly that with AI skills. The problem is context. Their businesses is not your business. Their workflow is not your workflow. Their customers are not your customers. The real value isn't buying skills. The real value is building skills. Because your competitive advantage lives inside your process, not somebody else. The AI world has a shiny object problem. People watch a video about 20 agent swamps, 50 agent systems, 100 agent architectures, and immediately want to build one. You wouldn't start a company today and hire 10 employees tomorrow if you have never managed one person before. Why do the same thing with AI? Master one agent, then build skills, then optimize workflows. Only after that should you add more agents. Complexity should solve problems, not create YouTube thumbnails. The best AI system is not the most impressive. It's the one that reliably gets work done. This slide is reality. Every single AI builder experiences this. Day 1. This is amazing. Day 3. This changes everything. Day 5. What is this garbage? Day 7. I have wasted my life. Day 14. Oh, wait. I think it's starting to work. The journey isn't linear, it's messy. There is confusion, iteration, mistakes, refinement. Then suddenly everything clicks. The biggest mistake people make is quitting during the messy middle. That's exactly when the learning is happening. Push through. The breakthrough is usually hiding behind the frustration. Let's end with the 4 rules that tie everything together. Rule number 1, less is more. Stop stuffing the context window. Save space for what matters. Rule number 2, skills beat giant agent files. Progressive disclosure keeps the AI focused. Rule number 3, train by doing. Don't just tell, show. Walk through the workflow together. Rule number 4, recursively fix errors. Every failure is feedback. Every fix is an upgrade. Every upgrade makes the system better. And that's really the entire lesson. The future doesn't belong to people with the biggest models. The future belongs to people who know how to give those models the right context. Because the model is only half the story. The harness, the skills, the workflow, the process, that's where the leverage lives. And that's where your competitive advantage lives. So stop searching for the perfect prompt. Stop downloading random magic templates. Start building skills from your own successful workflows. That's how ordinary users create extraordinary AI systems. Now go build something amazing. If you like this video and want more such videos, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.